Good evening, everyone. It is the 11th, April 11th, and it's almost 7 p.m. We'll get started in a few minutes here. We're getting ready to do a case break of 2019 Panini Diamond Kings. They're really nice cards. I did open some of these yesterday. I opened a box for myself, and I enjoyed them. So we'll give it a few more minutes for people to get in here. I see Damon. Welcome. And we do have some of the teams. I don't know if you can read them over on the right, but we have some teams that have not sold. Let me see. What do we have? We have, and these are all up for grabs. If anyone wants any of these teams for $30 shipped per team, or $25 if you already have a team, and I'll combine the shipping. So we have Diamondbacks, let's see, Diamondbacks, Orioles, Reds, Rockies, Tigers, Marlins, Brewers, Twins, Mets, Oakland Athletics, San Francisco Giants, Tampa Bay Rays, and Texas Rangers. So all of those are available, $30 team, or if you already have a team in this break, they'll be $25. And we'll get started in just a few minutes here. We'll give it till about 7 o'clock, and I'll list those teams off one more time. I should have some music playing, something in the background. So one thing that I can do is kind of show you some of the cards while we're waiting. So here's a few of the cards that I pulled out of my box. So you get, for example, the framed, and there's variations of these. I forget the exact coloring, but there's they get more and more rare, the different colorings. So there's different color frames. I think these are supposed to be about 1 every 3 packs. And then there's these, the 300. Those are kind of nice. That's just one of the inserts. And then you have these right here, which are, I keep forgetting the name of them, the Crowning Moments. So you have Crowning Moments cards. And then they look a lot like Crowning Moments, but these are flashbacks. And these are actually Crowning Moments, but they're Crowning Moment flashback cards. So I don't know if they're supposed to be more rare or whatever. They actually have a gold foil at the bottom, and it says flashback here, whereas this one is a non-foil team name. And then there's these guys. These are, what are they called? These are also Crowning Moments. And these Diamond Kings, kind of a retro for the old players. And then there's variations and stuff. Oh, this is not a variation, but an artist proof. And there are different levels of the artist proof as well. I think there's like blue and whatever, red maybe. I'd have to go back and look. And then these are the short prints. I think anything over 103, maybe 102, 103 is a short print. So these are the only two that I think I had, and they were both flipped upside down. So they should be fairly easy to identify as we go through the packs. And then you've got these. This is, I think it's supposed to be like a throwback to the T206 design. And Gallery of the Stars, which are nice. I got, out of my box, I got Aaron Judge and Ken Griffey Jr. For those just joining, I'm just going through until 7 o'clock in a couple minutes here. I'm just going through my cards that I got out of my box yesterday. Heirs to the Throne. Those are kind of nice as well. I think this might be one of my favorite cards out of the set. Favorite design, anyway. And then there's the portraits. Chris Bryant, I think, is in the top 9 fastest to get to 200 home runs in his career. I think that's what I read today. So, congrats to him on that. And then all the base cards look like this. I sleeved all these up because they're all rookies. There's a lot of rookies in, like, probably more than half of the base cards that I got out of my box were rookies. So, if you're looking for a specific rookie, it's fairly likely you'll get it. So we'll go ahead and get started in a second here. Before we do, keep forgetting if I walk away from the microphone I should talk louder. So before we do, I'll mention one more time. We have, I'll actually show you a couple things. We have 30 more, or out of the 30 teams, we have a bunch of teams that are still available for this break. For the next couple of minutes, if you're interested, $25 if you're already in this break and all combined shipping, or $30 shipped. So that includes Diamondbacks, Orioles, Reds, Tigers, Rockies, Marlins, Brewers, Twins, Mets, Athletics, Giants, Tampa Bay Rays, and Texas Rangers. So if you're interested in one of those, message in chat and we'll figure out payment before I start the break. And then the other thing I want to mention was the break that we're doing next week. We have, let me pull it up here real quick. Next week we have, and all these auctions are already live, so you can bid on them now. All the teams for the 2019 Bowman case break they were doing. So this is a 12 box pick your team case break for Bowman. Lots of teams still available without bids. Like these all have bids, but they're still only $40, for example. There's several teams that have no bids yet. Pirates, for example, $40. So all of them start at $39.99. If you're interested in that, make sure to check that out before this time next week, because I think next Wednesday all those auctions end. So we'll go ahead and close that, and we'll get started on the break. Welcome to those of you watching. As always, I'm going to show you really quick the box that is sealed. Sealed on, well, on the two ends that open, it's sealed. So, we'll go ahead and open this up, pull all these boxes out. And I'll try not to splash them all like I did last break. Oops. Okay. Let's actually make it so you can see all these. Hopefully you can see all the boxes here. Alright, cool. For those of you who are just joining, we did announce that we had some teams available. There's a bunch of teams that are not taken. I'm just going to keep those cards. They'll be fine. Because one of the reasons I wanted to do this break is I really, really like these cards. The other thing I want to mention is in the first few minutes of this video I showed off some of the cards I got yesterday out of my box. So if you're interested in seeing some of the cards in a little bit more detail, because we'll go through this break kind of quickly, you can always go back to the beginning of this video and see those. I will stop on any hits, of course, and I may stop on anything that's interesting, something I haven't seen before, or that I did not show at the beginning of the video. Every time I do a break, I forget to move my trash can over here. Every time. Keep it under my desk normally. These boxes are really tightly closed. I'm going to lower this just a little bit so we can see the cards a little better. Okay. And if you do join in, I'm going to do this a lot because I trim my nails and I can't open any of these packs now. It's a crisis for a pack opener. Anyway, if you're in chat, feel free to say hello and chime in if you see something interesting, if it looks like I passed over something too quickly, anything like that. So the way these are configured basically is you have 3 cards in the front. Sometimes it'll be 4, I think, but generally 3 cards in the front, and then one you flip over, which is going to be one of the parallels or a hit. Is Jackie Robinson. That's a nice hit. And it actually does say Brooklyn on here too, so that'll be Dodgers. And then Heirs to the Throne. You'll have one or two, I think, in the middle, and then 3 more in the back end. So here's Altuve, Heirs to the Throne. And I'm not going to go over all the base cards. But yeah, if you have a team in this break, let me know what you're looking for. And like I've said with previous breaks as well, if there's a specific player that you want me to sleeve before it gets mailed out to you, let me know if there's any particular care you want on your cards. So 2 packs in, we got the first jersey with a pinstripe, Michael Kopech for Chicago. White Sox, should be clear. And then we got a 300, Christy Mathewson. Lots of vintage players in these, which is cool. This break's going to take twice as long because I have to cut this a little bit. I don't know what's up with these packs. They're a little hard to get into. Okay, here we go. As long as the break doesn't take 4 hours. We got Matt Chapman. That's going to be a short print. And then Ken Griffey Jr., Gallery of Stars. I got a pack open all on my own. Ozzy Albies. So I always say Albies, but then I also hear people pronounce it Albies, which makes me question myself now. Anyway, that's going to be a short print. For, sorry, that's for Atlanta. The last short print was for Oakland. And then Pujols Portraits for St. Louis. For prorated Tigers? What do you mean, anything that I haven't pulled yet? We haven't really hit any Tigers stuff, so if you want Tigers, it would be the same, like, it'd still be $30 for the Tigers if you want it. Oh, you're just kidding. Okay. Alright. Well, I have my 1 Million Tigers project that I'm a little behind on anyway, so I'm perfectly happy to keep the Tigers too, actually. So there's the second hit. Sean Reed Foley for Toronto. And then we've got a flashback. Why do I always forget? Crowning moment. Flashback. For Colorado, Greg Maddux. Card my cards. You're welcome to bid on Detroit for for the 2019 Bowman next week. Those are wide open still. So there's some of these filler dupes in here too. Ty Cobb for Detroit. See, you should have picked it up. You could have gotten this sweet, sweet insert. Tigers what? 20 and most pick your team. Well, I priced these out the way I priced them, and I realized, you know, as the auctions were coming to a close, that some of these are a little bit, you know, maybe were a little bit more than people were willing to pay. I learned from it. I'll end up having to keep some of the cards, I guess. So, Gleyber Torres framed. It's kind of cool. For New York. And then also for New York was Severino, heirs to the throne. Which part do you like the sound of, Cardma? The getting in on the Bowman break next week? There's a short print of Danny Jansen for Toronto. And then there's Ohtani. These are called DK205 series. Ohtani. We have 12 boxes total in this break. We're getting close to done with the first box. No hits in that one. Actually, so this one is going to be a short print. Beltry for Texas. And then Altuve for Houston. Gallery of Stars. Yeah, the Bowman, I don't know what it is, but people are really excited about the Bowman, and I'm not sure if people get excited about it and that's why people collect it so much, or people are excited because people collect it so much. But the Bowmans are already, the prices are going up already on those auctions, on a few of them anyway. Some teams haven't got any bids yet. Miguel Tejada, this is a crowning moment, but it's a little different. Like, it's a green, it's a DK02 crowning moment. It's a little different for Oakland. And then Beltry flashback for Los Angeles. I wonder what's in Tampa Bay for the Bowman that's breaking next week, because the price on that's going up, at least in my auction, it's going up pretty quick already. This is Randy Johnson, the 300. And the last pack of this box, we already got our 2 hits out of this box, so wouldn't expect anything big, but let's take a look. There's a Ty Cobb for Detroit. Purple frame. And then Gallery of Stars, Andrew Benintendi for Boston. And then base cards. All right, box 2. Probably can't hear it, but in the background I've got my extra incentive to get done with this break quickly. I've got my dogs making noises in the background. They're in rare form today, and they're not able to get into this room, so they're whining about it. So here we have Matt Carpenter for Matt Chapman. I was going to say Oakland. I don't think he's in Oakland. For Matt Chapman for Oakland variation, and then Frank Baker for New York. Man. Pack does not want me into it. Paul Wainer for Pittsburgh, artist proof. And then Blake Snell for Tampa Bay, heirs to the throne. I don't think I'm ever trimming my nails again. These packs are hard to get into if you don't have a thumbnail. Mookie Betts, short print. Not a short print. Maybe just a variation. And then Justin Verlander for Houston. And then, of course, the Mookie Betts is Boston. There's only going to be one of that Mookie Betts? Is that what you're saying? Or one hit for Detroit? There's a framed Reese McGuire for Toronto, rookie. And Gallery of Stars, Acuna Jr. for Atlanta. Yeah, so that is a variation, that Mookie Betts. See the difference? Variations on the right. Yeah, one hit for Detroit, huh? We'll see. There's some stuff that I wouldn't have expected. Like, I saw a break that had a real sick hit for the Twins, and then, in my break, the Twins didn't even sell. So there's a thick Urias for San Diego. Nice patch with the stripes, and is numbered 24 out of 49. Very nice for San Diego. And then we've got for Montreal, Vladdy Guerrero, flashback. There's a Pujols short print. I don't know if all of them that are flipped over are supposed to be variations as well. I'll have to look at that. And then Pujols, of course, was Los Angeles. And then for Chicago, Baez. Cardma, do you have a team in this break at all? Are you spectating or what? I'm just always curious what people are looking for their teams when they bought in and that type of thing. There's Al Kaline, and then a dummy card. And Chipper Jones for Atlanta, flashback. Here's a crowning moment framed for Jose Reyes for New York. I think I actually have that one out of my box. Babe Ruth for Boston. Oh, Detroit for 20. Let me think on that through the rest of this box. We go to Hada for Oakland. There's one more hit in this box, though. And then 300 Roger Clemens. Yeah, Cardinal, I'll give you Detroit for 20 bucks. I'll tell you what, we'll agree to it now. As long as you say yes before I see another hit, then you can pay me anytime after the break or whatever. It's Chance Adams. Who's Chance play for? I just don't know. New York. It's a dual jersey auto. It's nice. And then Juan Soto for Washington, Gallery of Stars. Cardman, you're just pulling my leg all day. You want to buy a full case for 20 bucks? If you find that deal, let me know. Brad Keller, rookie. Portraits. Who's that? Mariano Rivera for New York. Last pack in box 2. I think we're going a little slow here. Honus Wagner for Pittsburgh. And then a flashback of for San Diego, Tony Gwynn. And on to box 3. I don't have a full case, so I didn't say it was ridiculous, but I don't have a full case, so. Jacob Nix, dual jersey auto for San Diego. And Ty Cobb for Detroit again. Let me get my scissors out for these. Easier. The only thing we got in this one is Severino for New York, Heirs to the Throne. I do like these Heirs to the Throne, though. They're really nice. Blake Snell, Tampa Bay. There's another Ohtani, DK 205. I didn't really look at a lot of the other auctions and see what, I wasn't trying to buy Detroit anywhere, so I didn't really see what Detroit's going for a full case, but I'll take your word for it. Ichiro for Seattle. I think that's just going to be a variation. And then Gallery of Stars, Altuve for Houston. Got a artist proof of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. It's a nice artist proof. And then for Los Angeles we have Beltre Flashback. See some other people joined. If you're in the break, feel free to chime in on chat, say hello. Let me know what team you're watching and what you're looking for out of these cards. Frank Thomas for Chicago. And let me know if you're in this break. Let me know if it's if you have a team in this break, if this is your first break or even just your first break with us or whatever. Either way, welcome. There's Joe Wood for Boston. And then 300 Christy Mathewson for New York. What's up, Nathan? I do recognize your name from the putting together the team list. I don't remember what team you have, though, off the top of my head. Padres and someone else. All right, well, good luck. Good luck with the break. We have a Diamond Deco. This is the first one I've pulled. Buster Posey. It's really nice. And then Gallery of Stars, Ken Griffey Jr. for Seattle. Yeah, I always like it when first timers get the mojo. It's always good to see that. It's a crowning moment, Giancarlo Stanton for Florida. And then Portraits, Gleyber Torres for New York. So for those who joined late, I'm really just kind of going over the hits, and I will show some of the inserts as we go. I'm not really going over the base cards so much. I'm trying to make this a little bit faster, and for some reason it's a little harder for me to open these packs today. Giambi for Oakland, flashback. So we'll try and get through them fairly quickly. There's a Beltre framed for Los Angeles. And then Lefty Williams for Chicago. Last pack of box 3, then we've got 9 to go. Oops. There's Gleyber Torres for New York. And Mike Trout for Los Angeles, heirs to the throne. Let me just move some of these over. And we'll get started on box 4. Completely missed my trash can. So Nathan, are you looking for anything in particular? Oh, well, to answer your question, Nathan, I watched a couple of these, and I see other people do them in about 45 minutes. I'll be honest with you, it takes me about twice as long when I do breaks. I try to be a little bit more careful. I don't know if it's absolutely necessary. Like, I don't see people complaining all the time about the way other people break, but it's Clayton Kershaw. But that's the way I do it, so it takes me about twice as long. So I'm expecting about an hour and a half. Mike Trout again. Back to back. 48 minutes. Well, yeah, it'll probably take me a little longer. Given that we're like 25 minutes in, and we're into the fourth box now. We got a flashback of, this one's actually numbered. You can tell a little bit on how the foil is. But for Los Angeles, Pedro Martinez, 25 out of 25. It's nice. And then Ty Cobb for Detroit again. It's almost kind of hard to see the numbering on that. The one that was to 25 right there. It's going to take me an extra 10 minutes just because of having to cut every damn pack to open it. It's a little bit slow. Gleyber Torres. And then another Shohei Ohtani DK205. That's what those are called, right? DK205 series. Yep. Forgot already. I suspect it also takes me a lot longer than other people to ship the cards out, because just how I do it. And that's fine. I'm okay with it. I enjoy it. So that's a nice hit. Ronnie Acuna Jr. autograph. Atlanta. And I don't know if you can see it. This hit is nicer than I thought. You see it right there? 1 of 1. So I am going to take a second. I'm stacking the other ones with care, but I'm going to take a second, make sure this one's sleeved up. There's a beautiful 1 of 1. Super nice. Ronald Acuna Jr., 1 of 1. And it's really hard to see at the bottom there where it says 1 of 1. Because it's on the white background, but it's right there. Anyway, that is awesome. Super sick card. That is probably the case hit right there. And at the top it says, man, I can't read that. The older you get, the harder it is to read the tiny print. I think it just says it's the black label or whatever, black variation. It's a beautiful card. Beautiful. That is a sick hit. Congrats to Atlanta. Who is that? Who has that card? That is Jason T. Congrats, Jason. It's a sick hit there. I don't know. I suspect Jason's not in chat, or he would maybe say something about it. But Jose Altuve for Houston. Gallery of Stars. That was beautiful. So, guys, that might be the case hit for this one. That is unreal. Beautiful, beautiful card. Really sick pull. Mickey Cochran. Cool. And then we have a flashback Beltry for Los Angeles. Yeah, it's too bad he's not in here to have seen it. But I'm sure he'll catch up with the video later. I don't know if everyone who buys into break spots watches the videos later. I know I've bought into one or two that I'm like, I should probably go watch the video, and then I just don't have time. Chris Davis for Oakland frame. And then there's another Tuve for Houston. Yeah, congrats again on that Acuna. That's awesome. What an incredible pull. I didn't realize it was a 1 of 1. I was just excited that it was an autograph until I realized I was looking for numbering on it, because I thought it'd be great if it was numbered, and then realized it was a 1 of 1. Christy Mathewson. Then we had the Francisco Lindor for Cleveland. Yeah, your luck is always better. Case hit is usually downtown, but it's one per master case. Okay. Yeah, maybe I should not watch my breaks and then just hope for a bunch of 1 of 1s to come into the mail. Because I buy into breaks and I've gotten some pretty good luck, and then I've had some really crappy luck too. There's a Mike Trout, and then we got a Juan Soto heirs to the throne for Washington. Yeah, I'll do some breaks, and then, you know, sometimes I'll spend whatever. I never spend a ton of money on a break. I might spend like $40 or $50 on a break, and then the cards that come out of that break end up being worth, you know, maybe $40 or $50 if I sell them. There's a Kobe Allard for Atlanta, artist proof, and then Ken Griffey Jr. again, Gallery of Stars for Seattle. But I did have one break where I spent $50, I think like $56 or something. And I don't have necessarily a specific team that I try and go for, but I try and I'll look at, you know, what the possible hits are, and then I'll kind of gauge it by that, what team I might want to bid on. And so it was just luck of the draw that I got this team. There's an Ichiro for Seattle, and then Gleyber Torres portraits. And anyway, this break, spent about $56, and I got a 1 of 1, a couple of cards to 25. They're all material and or autographs, but just a lot of great stuff out of that break. I pretty much the whole box, out of one box, actually the whole case, I had the hot team. There's Noah Syndergaard for New York, and then flashbacks Giambi for Oakland. Cardma, what is the sickest thing you've gotten in a break? That's another. That is a thick card. This is the last hit. I lost count and didn't realize that we had another one coming. Ponce de Leon, St. Louis. That is a beautiful patch to 25. Get it closer to the camera. It's a really sick patch. It's coming out of the hole. So thick right there. That's beautiful. I love that. And then Lefty Williams for Chicago. That does it for box 6. That was a hot box there. 6 was amazing. Hopefully the rest of the case has some really great stuff in it. I'm going to go get a power tool to get into these boxes. So tight. Alright, box 7. Are we in 7? Yeah. No, we're not. What am I thinking? We're in box 5. Man, nobody corrected me when I said we were closing box 6 there. Chris Shaw. Is that what I said? Chris Shaw for San Francisco. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm reeling from that autograph. Lefty from Chicago again. Still reeling from that autograph. I can't believe that pull. It's awesome. You know what, guys? I'm going to move this stuff a little bit. Sorry, I keep bumping into the card sleeves. It's just getting in my way. Fernando Tatis Jr. Dual jersey for San Diego. And then yet another Mike Trout, heirs to the throne for Los Angeles. Oh, nice. I haven't gotten into an impeccable break. Some of those breaks are just, it's a little hard to do because it costs so much to get into the break, and then you're not guaranteed a hit at all. Ronald Acuna Jr., not 1 of 1 auto. Feel like we got robbed on that one. Yeah, you never know, Nathan, if you're going to hit anything or not. It's always fun. That's why I always call it gambling. Chris Bryant portrait for Chicago. I mean, it's a little different because you're actually, you know, with these breaks, not all breaks, but with my breaks, every card ships. So every card for your team will arrive in the mail to you. So you're getting something. There's an A-Rod for Texas. And then a flashback Wade Boggs for Boston. It's just really a matter of, you know, are you going to get... oh, you had Chicago? Cool. The team list is really small on my screen. So I have a hard time telling usually who's in what team. Gleb Ferguson for Los Angeles, rookie. And then Sam Rice for Washington. I think that's Washington Senators, though. I have to look at that up. Okay, there is, every time, there we go. Jeff McNeil, numbered to 99 for New York. It's a nice autograph. And then Beltry flashback for Los Angeles. A-Rod is? I collect, oh, you got Gibson, huh? I collect Nolan Ryan pretty religiously. So, when I saw the Rangers didn't sell, I was like, I wonder what Nolan Ryan hits are in the Rangers in this one, if there's any. Because I'll gladly keep them. Here's Altuve, heirs to the throne. I've pulled a couple of A-Rod hits in the past. I don't think I'm trying to remember if I've ever pulled a Kirk Gibson hit out of anything. Dennis Santana. We haven't pulled any of the color variations of those frames. That's for Los Angeles, and then Christy Mathewson 300. What is your, and I don't mean by dollar value, right? Because it's your favorite player. It's really about the card and what joy it brings you. What is your favorite card? And that question goes to, well, anyone in chat. But like I was thinking, your favorite Kirk Gibson or A-Rod card. For Detroit, Verlander. And then Ken Griffey Jr. Seattle again. A lot of those. There's a Yadi Molina for St. Louis, artist proof. And then Portraits, Gleyber Torres. Reggie Miller, rookie. Okay. One of my favorites is my Nolan Ryan rookie card. It'd be more my favorite if it was in really good condition, but it's not. There's a Shohei Ohtani variation for Los Angeles Angels. And then for Oakland, Giambi flashback again. I don't really know what my other favorite Nolan Ryan card would be. I have a ton of them, so it's hard to say, but it might be the red autograph parallel from 2008 Upper Deck Heroes. That could be the one. How did I get hooked on Nolan Ryan? Man, that was maybe 30 years ago. It was a long time ago when I was much younger. Just watching him pitch, you know, when he was still in the game, still pitching anyway. Ichiro for Seattle, and then we got Warren Spahn for Milwaukee. Just watching Nolan Ryan pitch, I liked his style, and I really enjoyed watching him. And so when I was younger, I started collecting cards during like just before Junk Wax era, and so I, you know, eventually started collecting Nolan Ryan cards. And then at some point, I went out of town, and someone stole my whole collection, and I had to start over. And I started over, and now I'm back up to 800 something unique Nolan Ryan cards. This is our first Bat Kings. This is a nice one too, Willie Stargell for Pittsburgh. That's pretty cool. So anyway, wish I would focus in better, but so yeah, it took me a long time, but I got my collection bigger and better than before. Aaron Judge for New York, Gallery of Stars. Yeah, Willie Stargell is kind of cool. I don't know what kind of eBay value that would have, but that is a cool card to keep. Paul Wanner. And then Portraits, Yadi for St. Louis. Yeah, someone stole them. Here's what happened, right? I think this is, I'm trying to remember. I think my brother was having a party at the time. And I was out of town visiting a friend, and I think it was someone he had at the party, or that showed up with someone else or whatever. Victor Robles to 99. Very nice for Washington. Sweet. And then Lefty Williams again. Gratz Washington. I seriously doubt we would pull another 1-of-1 out of here, but I have seen that kind of thing happen out of cases, so it's not completely unheard of. Here's another Mike Trout Heirs to the Throne. Yeah, it sucked that someone stole him, but and I didn't start building my collection up again until several years later, because I was in that weird kind of, at that point I was in the weird period where like teenage years and all your money's going to movies and trying to go on dates with girls and stuff. Like I wasn't setting aside money for sports cards. Kirby Puckett from Minnesota. So then when I was later, there's Ronnie again. When I was a little older, and I had a little bit more expendable cash, I started putting together my Nolan Ryan collection, haphazardly collecting whatever I could find, and now I am a little bit more focused because there's something like 6,000 different Nolan Ryan cards, and it would cost over $1 million or something to get them. I don't know. Oh yeah, I was pretty angry, Nathan. To be sure, I was certainly really angry about it. Ponce de Leon, and then portraits of Chris Bryant again. Yeah, and in fact, I think I know who took them too, and I confronted him, but you really can't do a whole lot without proof, you know. So couldn't do anything about it. Except the best thing that I did do, which was just move on. I moved on, and you know it sucked, but it's in the past. There's Randy Johnson, artist proof for Arizona, and then flashback Wade Boggs for Boston again. If someone stole my Nolan Ryan collection now, it would be a lot more upsetting. I don't know what the value is of it, because I don't really look at my Nolan Ryan collection for monetary value. But the cost to replace the cards that I most enjoy out of the collection would be pretty high. There's Freddie Freeman for Atlanta. And then Sam Rice for Washington. For real this time, we're almost done with box 6. These are all like, some are upside down, some are not. We've got Griffey Jr., Seattle. And I should look at these a little bit more carefully, make sure I don't miss like an artist proof or something. All right. Not that it's a huge hit, but I do like to set them aside. I do try to sleeve up all of the inserts, parallel, any kind of insert, parallel, variation, numbered card. Ricky Henderson for Oakland, like these will get sleeved. All these portraits get sleeved, for example. Gleyber Torres portraits. Pretty much everything but the base I try and sleeve up. For those who have been in, I know a few of you have watched some of my previous breaks, I recently bought a box of 10,000 Ultra Pro sleeves, penny sleeves. And there's a Ryan O'Hearn. And I'm going through them pretty quickly. You'll know when you see your cards. There's a Giambi flashback again. Alright, so box 6 is done. You're in AZ. I used to live in AZ. Do you know the card shop on, are you anywhere near Cardma, are you anywhere near 20th Street in Osborne? I think it's Osborne. I don't know if I can't remember if it was called Joe's Card Shop before, but it is now, I think. What do you have on eBay, Cardma? I keep wanting to call you Karma. Anything, well, let me just clarify. Any Nolan Ryans I would be interested in? Anything unique? Because I will shuffle over there after the break and spend all my money. Dennis Santana, and then Frank Baker for New York. And then Santana, I believe, is a variation. It's a short print, at least, for Los Angeles. Oh, McClintock and Southern, alright. That's probably a little closer to where my brother lives, I think. I'm trying to think of where that is, Southern compared to... Man, I guess I've been gone for a while. I grew up in Arizona. There's a Patrick Wisdom for Texas, artist proof. And then Blake Snell, heirs to the throne. Well, Cardma, you know, the more cards you collect and the more you, like, I just started actually saving stuff and buying more recently, and I've got a huge collection of stuff to sell, like, too much to list at this point, so give it time, man. Ryan Sandberg for Chicago. And Justin Verlander for Houston. One of the things I should have been looking at a little bit more closely is, I'll show you real quick. On the top of the card, the difference up top where there's the Diamond Kings logo versus the One of One logo. The Masterpiece, that's what it's called. That's why it's an M. Pay attention to those, but I think really we're looking for Masterpiece autos and stuff like that. I don't know if we're going to beat that one, to be honest, but we'll see. We'll hold out hope. Chipper Jones for Atlanta. Flashbacks. Showtime sports cards. The one that I mentioned, the card shop I mentioned, I bring it up because I bought a case. I've mentioned in one or two of my breaks before about this case. Is a Kyle Tucker for Houston and Babe Ruth Diamond Kings for Boston. Me and my cousin and my business partner at the time, I had a company that I ran out in Phoenix. We went to the card shop and we went in on, I paid for them, but we all agreed to split the cost and then sell anything good out of it and split the proceeds. That was the agreement. We bought 2007 8 Exquisite, and we pulled the LeBron 23 out of 23 gold autograph box, which included, I think, 4 cards in there that were all LeBron and were all numbered 23 out of 23. There's Ty Cobb for Detroit. And then Gallery of Stars, Ronnie Acuna Jr. It was a sick box. I think we paid $1,600 maybe for 3 boxes. It was like a half case. And the one box, I think we ended up with around $6 grand for it. We should have kept it. Once again, you know, if we had more money, we could have gotten, probably for all the stuff that's in there, we probably could have gotten 15,000, 20,000 these days. There's another sick patch. Oh, I love the colors on it. For Colorado, Garrett Hampson, sorry. That one's also numbered to 49. It's a beautiful patch. Not a $1,000 card, but it's a beautiful patch to look at anyway. And then we've got a flashback, Vladdy Guerrero for Montreal. Montreal? That's kind of funny. Threw me off. Yeah, that there's a video on YouTube somewhere of it. Tons of people making fun of us for talking about putting them on eBay, but you know what? Not everyone can afford to buy that box to begin with. And then when you have to pay the credit card off at the end of the month to you know, for the money that you spend on the box, you really don't have much of a choice. You kind of have to sell them. Show that card last. There's a Baez for Chicago, Heirs to the Throne. So this is a rookie that I think a lot of people are looking for. I was hoping it would be an auto or something. Kikuchi for Seattle. I'm going to say that wrong every time I say it. It's the first one I've seen out of this case so far. Did you guys come across my break on just exclusively on eBay, or I know some people run across them on Twitter as well. Randy Johnson for Arizona, and then Roger Clemens 300 for Boston. My poor dogs are out there listening to me talk and whining to be in here. There's our last hit for the box. For San Diego, Fernando Tatis Jr. It's a nice auto. And then Gallery of Stars, Juan Soto. Yeah, last that LeBron box was the just most amazing pull that I ever had. And then I did pretty well a few years ago. I bought a bunch of stuff for myself. And it's one of those things where you spend money on a case of something, and then you've got to sell cards if you want to buy more cards, right? You run out of money. That's the way it goes. So I bought baseball and basketball mostly. Mariano Rivera for New York. And I ended up in about 2 or 3 months, I ended up buying several cases of stuff. Just by buying stuff and then, you know, rolling that stuff back out on eBay so I could afford more cases to buy more things and look for interesting stuff. I ended up with several Michael Jordan autographs numbered to like 25 and 15 and stuff like that. There is a Brooks Robinson framed. And then a Flashbacks Tony Gwynn for San Diego. And that does it for box 7. We'll get into box 8 right away. There we go. Let me move these over. Alright, nothing special there except Cal Ripken for Baltimore. I think a while back I posted on Twitter, might have posted a picture of the box or whatever, that LeBron box, and I said, what would you do if you pulled this box? And the overwhelming answer from most people was that they would just lose it. They would lose their shit. Florida, Miguel Cabrera. And then Honus Wagner for Pittsburgh. And we, you know, we were videotaping. We try to remain a little bit composed, but we look goofy, of course. But it was amazing. Almost as cool as this Acuna Jr. auto we pulled here. Ozzie Albies for Atlanta. And then Juan Soto, Heirs to the Throne for Washington. Seems like whenever I do these breaks, there's less people watching than sent me money. So I'm pretty sure not everyone watches them live. Hopefully some people go back and watch them. Danny Jansen for Toronto. And then heirs to the throne, Forrest Whitley for Houston. I don't think I've seen a whole lot of Forrest Whitley cards. There's artist proof, Stefan Gonsalves for Minnesota. And then 300 Grover Alexander for, who's that? Philadelphia. I had to cheat. I did not know that one off the top of my head. Truth be told, I don't know half of them off the top of my head. I have a horrible memory. It always makes experiences more fun because they're always new to me. Alright, there's a crowning moment. Oh, I thought I had a jersey because of that thick card. That is a Tejada for Oakland. And then Shohei Ohtani, Gallery of Stars. I think I got a Gallery of Stars Ohtani out of last year's Diamond Kings. The box of Diamond King I bought last year was the reason I wanted to do a break of it this year. Even though everyone's saving their money for the Bowmans, I really wanted to do these. Alright, there's our thick jersey that I was looking for. Vladdy Guerrero Jr. autographed dual jersey for Toronto. Nice. Congrats, Toronto. There's a lot of beautiful hits out of this box. Ken Griffey Jr. DK205. And nice. So these, I've seen people say that they thought these were pretty rare, like maybe one per case or something, or a couple per case. And this is the first one I've seen. The Downtown. It's really nice. Shohei Ohtani. For Los Angeles, of course. And then Nolan Arenado for Colorado. Yeah, that goes there. Alright guys, what team or player do you think will be the next big hit out of this case? There's Yogi Berra for New York. Any guesses? Kirby Puckett for Minnesota. I'll tell you what, let's make it fun. For those watching live, this doesn't count for anyone watching it later. We have 4 boxes left. And I'm going to count a big hit as anything numbered 25 or less. If you guess the team, I will send you a pack of cards. If you guess the... and you only get one guess in chat. If you guess the team, I'll send you a pack of cards, whether you bought in this break or not. If you guess the... the player, I'll send you 2 packs of cards and a random autograph out of what I have in my storage here. I've got stuff that's one of one. So you just have to guess it before I pull it. If I look over on chat and I don't see your guess when I pull it, then it doesn't count. There's Yadi Molina for St. Louis. Ricky Henderson Portraits for Oakland. Angels, alright. Ohtani. Nice, good job with double dipping on the guesses. Totally allowed. Hey, Ben. Oh, here's something here. I'll give you guys 5 seconds to get your guesses. I don't know if this is going to be a big hit or not. But we got Yankees, Angels, Otani, Baez. Ready? Let's see what this one is. It is O'Hearn for the Royals. It's /99. Really nice patch, though. Congrats to the Royals for that. Mariners, cool. Braves, all right. And then A-Rod flashback for Seattle. For anyone who hasn't guessed and is watching, feel free to throw in your guess. And next big hit, I will take a second look back in chat and see who I'm sending stuff to. Matt Chapman for Oakland. It's going to be a variation. And then George Sisler for St. Louis. All right. Box number 9. We got guesses for Dodgers and Nationals. All really good guesses. You can cheat. If you have not put in a guess, you can cheat a little and go look at the checklist online. Bellinger, all right. If you guess a player and a team, you can guess a player from a different team than your team guessed too. If you're gonna double dip and get guess from both. Dennis Santana variation, and then we've got Jake Daubert, Cincinnati. I didn't even recognize that name. There's Chavez, cool. Man, that's the way to liven up chat a little, I guess, is offer to give things away, huh? Well, hopefully we get a big hit and I can give something away to someone. Joey Votto, artist proof for Cincinnati, and then Eloy Jimenez for Heirs to the Throne. It's a nice Heirs to the Throne. Mariners, Kikuchi. Oh, that would be nice, right? I believe he has a couple of autos in here. Maybe we pull one. Here's Ryan Sandberg, Chicago, variation. And Cal Ripken, DK205 for Baltimore. Well, here's the thing. Anyone who guessed more than once, it'll be at my discretion whether I want to give you your first guess, but I'm not going to give you all of them. I'll say that right up front. There's Seattle. Not a hit. Insert, though. Ichiro. And then Gallery of Stars, Aaron Nola for Philadelphia. Here's a thick pack. I would love to see, no matter who hits it, I would love to see one of the vintage material autograph cards. There's a thick card. It is Michael Brantley for Cleveland, number to 49. Remember, big hit is going to be 25 or less for me to give out packs. Boston flashback, Roger Clemens. I should have done that at the start because we got a big hit and I would be giving away something. Yeah, giveaways do excite people. Everyone loves something for free, me included. There's a Kikuchi. Jeez, just a base. And then Otani, Heirs to the Throne. Signed Nurtali. Is that a name I don't recognize, or is that Nepali? Mike Piazza flashback for Los Angeles. What am I missing? Don't worry about how many guesses I'm throwing out. Yeah, I mean, I guess you can guess however many times you want. There's a Francisco Lindor for Cleveland. And Trish Speaker for also Cleveland. Getting through box 9. I feel like we've got another big hit coming. So hopefully we'll have all the teams covered at the very least, and I'll be giving away some packs to somebody. Randy Johnson for Arizona, and Greg Maddux for Atlanta 300. My poor dog's out there listening to me yap away. And he just wants to be in here and figure out what's going on. There's an auto to 99. Willie Adames for Tampa Bay. Nice. And Ichiro Gallery of Stars. Oh, I see what you're saying. Cool. Well, that's cool. All the people I work don't collect sports cards, so a little harder to communicate with people about work and share experiences and stuff when nobody else does it. Of course, now I work from home, so it's even harder. For Cleveland, Francisco Lindor portraits. It is nice working from home, though, because you know, if I have stuff coming in the mail, I can just stop at lunch, break some cards, do a mail day video, whatever, in the middle of the day. It's kind of nice. Kristen Stewart, Detroit. And then flashbacks, Miggy Cabrera, Florida. All right. Feels like that went pretty quick. Here goes box 10. Only 3 of us actually work. So, Brian, that leaves at least 2 people in the chat wondering if you're talking about them. Got a lot of empty boxes here. I'm going to apologize in advance. When I get done with this break, I'm going to probably go through the hits pretty quickly. There's a Baez Heirs to the Throne. Because my dogs are going crazy. I don't know if they need to go out or what. And my wife is out at an event tonight, so she can't do it. Looking for another job. Oh, that sucks. Or that's good. It could be a good thing. Gleyber Torres. And we've got Chris Sale, Boston, Heirs to the Throne. Enyel de los Santos, Philadelphia, rookie. And then Tom Seaver, 300 for New York. Yeah, the one thing that you like, they'll let you watch breaks. I see people get on break videos, and so vintage breaks, they start breaking stuff from like 4:30 until sometimes 11 at night. And I see people get on there and they're like, oh man, this This is the best. I just watch this all day at work. I'm like, what do you do for a living that you can just watch that all day? Michael Kopech for Chicago. And they preface it by saying, and that was an artist proof, they preface it by saying, while the boss is away. So obviously they're not really working. Kirby Puckett from Minnesota. You guys work at ComC? There is a Baez variation and another Baez, Portraits for Chicago. I bought a few things from ComC. I like it. Good principle. I almost sent some cards to ComC, but I just never got around to it. So instead I have, you know, a couple 100,000 cards just sitting here on shelves. Giancarlo Stanton, Florida. And then Gallery Stars Clayton Kershaw for LA. Jordan, never too late to guess. Never too late. Wouldn't that be sick if we pulled a Clemente 1 of 1 or 1 of 5 or something? I don't know what the specific numbering on some of these are. Well, we got something. Here is an Ortiz. Dual jersey auto. Not numbered, though, for Baltimore. Luis Ortiz. It's not going to focus. Just squint your eyes a little bit. Pretend it's in focus. George Brett for Kansas City. I feel like that wouldn't be a bad job to sit around and play with sports cards all day. I seriously thought about just being a full-time breaker. But the problem is, it's not exactly a problem. There's a Larry Walker flashback from Montreal. The problem is that I make a lot more money than I would be able to make breaking cards all day. Even if I was ripping them at half the speed I am, or twice the speed that I am right now, like a lot of people do. Steven Gonzalez. And then for Detroit, Harry Heilman. So I just have to do it after hours and still keep my day job. It's a lot of fun, though. Charlie Keller for New York. And flashbacks for Randy Johnson, Montreal. I feel like we still have an auto coming out of this box? Or we do? Nope, we are not. Well, not just an auto anyway. We have something here. Kyle Tucker for Houston to 49, 18 of 49. Kyle Tucker patch. It's a good looking patch for Houston. And Walter Johnson for Washington. Chris Bryant for Chicago. And Tom Glavine for Atlanta, 300. That'll do it for that box. Let's see. We'll just put that there so we can look at it. And then I cover it up with this giant box cards. Oh, you know what? I am going to have to move that back a little bit. I'm going to set stacked packs there. I wonder if I should actually send a couple of my better cards to ComC, just because they get more eyeballs, I think, on eBay. Matt Carpenter for St. Louis. Wonder if they would sell better. Pedro Martinez for Los Angeles, flashback. Maybe I'll test that theory out with a couple. Not that I have anything super amazing. I got a couple things that might be worth $100 or so. Ryan O'Hearn, Kansas City, and Joe Jackson for Chicago. I've gotten to the point in my collecting career in which I, unless it's something that I think I'll be able to get a ton of money right now and I need it to fund more boxes, I pretty much just hold on to stuff. A lot of stuff anyway. Cedric Mullins, Baltimore, Artist Proof. 300 Randy Johnson, Seattle. We got Randy Johnson, Seattle, Boston, and I think we had Montreal. What's the other one? Maybe. Yeah, we don't have any hits yet in this box. Ponce de Leon. This beautiful thick card here. Look at that. It's white on both sides. Wonderful. Andrew Benintendi, Boston Gallery. Yeah, that's a good point, Ben. Because I have I'm running out of room to store my cards in my office here. I'm gonna have to figure something out. Maybe I'll send them all to ComC. Wade Boggs, Boston. So what happens if I sent you 100,000 cards and then a year later, here's a Portraits for St. Louis Pujols. A year later I said, you know, I want my cards back. Do I just pay you guys to ship them back, or how's that kind of transaction take place? Is there an annual fee if none of them sell for a year? Not that I would imagine that happening, but I'm really curious. There's a thick card. Any last second guesses, guys, on teams? 10, 9, or players. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. It's another Acuna. And it's to 25. Oh! Did anyone guess Acuna Jr.? Did anyone guess Ronnie? Because we pulled another Ronnie. Hold on, I'll show it again in a second. I want to get a sleeve for it. Guys, this is the Ronnie Acuna Jr. box. Or case, rather. Number to 25. Beautiful patch. Alright, so now I gotta ask. I'm gonna have to scroll back through chat. Or if someone can do it for me. Who gets congratulated? Because they're getting... if you guessed Acuna, you're getting, what did I say, a pack and an autograph? Or 2 packs and an autograph? I'm just going to say 2 packs because I don't want to go back through my videos. And if you just guessed the team... Oh, that's not going to fit in there. If you just guessed the team, then I'm going to send you a pack also. Nathan. Nathan, first time breaker Nathan. You guessed Braves, dude. Okay, guys, give me 1 second. I want to get a sleeve to put that in. Where? Oh, there they are. I have hundreds and hundreds of sleeves, but I don't have any of the 180s out, and this looks like a 180 to me. So there we go. Nice, not real snug, not too loose. Nathan, you at least get a, I'll send you, at the very least I'm going to send you a pack. Do me a favor and send me a message on eBay and just remind me. And I'll make sure you get an extra pack of something. I'll find something cool. Sweet. That is very nice. We got two very sweet hits from Acuna. And this awesome Greg Maddux flashbacks for Chicago to follow it up. So here's what I'm going to say. Same deal applies for anyone who guessed on stuff. We got another box and a half left. If we get another big hit, I'll send someone else cards and stuff too. Or, excuse me, free pack or free pack and an auto or whatever. We'll figure it out. Whatever I said before, based on whatever your guess was. Freddie Freeman and Ty Cobb for Detroit again. Good guess, Nathan. See, even if you didn't have a lot of good hits for your teams, you're still going to get a free pack of something. That was a great hit. I can't believe this case so far. Heirs to the Throne, Severino for New York. Yeah, it is a sick case, right? Just those three autos are amazing. Well, the two autos in the patch. There's an Eddie Stanky. Stanky from Boston. Otani DK205 again. I think we had one of those before, at least. I don't remember. Yeah, this case is awesome. It's really incredible. The fun part is a lot of teams didn't sell, so I'm going to end up with a lot of cards here from those teams that they go to me, Paul Wainer, or they'll some of them will go on eBay, I guess. Jose Altuve. Give me 1 second, guys. My throat's a little sore. Okay, all better. Yeah. Wait, hold on. Who had the Braves? I think he joined, didn't he? No, that was someone else. Someone else joined. Yeah, whoever has the Braves is at the point later when they're watching this movie or this video. Right about now, they're really pleased, I'm sure. There's a Jake Bowers jersey auto for Cleveland. Yeah, the Braves did really, really well here. There's a Baez for Chicago. I mean, it's possible you don't do this well on Braves in the Bowman case. Although, I do hope that I'll keep the fire going for Bowman next week. So, that's a good segue, guys. If you have not yet checked it out, there's a Trevor Story for Colorado. If you haven't checked it out yet, as we go into box 12 here, there are a bunch of teams that are already bid on and a bunch that have not got bid yet for the 2019 Bowman 12-box case that we will be breaking this same bat time, same bat channel next week. So get in on that. Get your teams in. I don't have any breaks between now and then, so hopefully we keep this kind of fire going. Maybe spread the love a little bit more. The Braves are a little heavy on this case for all the fire, but I'm sure the individual who bought the Braves in this case is pretty pleased about that. There's Walter Johnson for Washington. Yeah, I just stopped trying to open these without scissors. Jason Taylor, congrats, man. Did you see what you got out of the Braves? I don't know if you've been watching. You may not be able to tell it from the video, but the one on the left is a 1 of 1. So I don't know if you're aware that that one got pulled earlier. So, congrats, man. Oh, you just arrived. Well, on the left you have a 1 of 1 Ronnie Acuna Jr. auto. 1 of 1. And on the right you have, it is 19 out of 25 patch Ronnie Acuna Jr. So you pretty much made the case here with those two cards. So congrats on that. Amazing pulls. Harry Heilman for Detroit. Yeah, of Acuna, yes, they're both Acuna, both of them. And speaking of which, if this goes for anyone, but especially for you, Jason, with these hits, if you want insurance before I ship these will take a while for me to sort out for everyone. So it'll be probably not Saturday, to be honest, because I got to go do my taxes. So I'm pretty sure these are all shipping out Monday morning. If you want insurance or any special like signature confirmation, anything like that, hit me up on eBay and let me know, and I will make sure to do that for you. Artist proof Chris Davis. And then Tom Glavine, 300. This is the final box. We're going into the final box. And we've not pulled any of the hits out of this box yet. I think we're due for like an Acuna number to 5, right? Probably. Jose Reyes for New York. So this box probably have one of those. Kirby Puckett from Minnesota. Do I have an email link? You can send an email to cwbreaks@gmail.com if you're trying to get a hold of me. Dontrell Willis, Florida. And then Portraits, Noah Syndergaard for New York. We got 2 hits left. Aha. I was able to open a pack. Chicago, Baez. And another amazing all-white card. Chris Sale, heir to the throne for Boston. Base. Let's be honest, I'm shipping it with insurance. The Acuna is going with insurance whether you want it to or not. But if you want signature confirmation, let me know on eBay. I will pay to insure the Acuna. Don't worry about that part. Gleyber Torres. Clayton Kershaw for LA. Jason, is this your first break with me? I'm horrible at remembering names, so forgive me if it's not. Mel Ott for New York. And Portraits, George Brett again. Unless I'm missing something, we have 2 hits left to come out of these last 4 packs. Yeah, I think about it this way, Karma. if I send it, I send everything first class mail. So let's say I send these guys out first class mail, and the U.S. Post Office loses them. Now I'm going to be fighting with Jason about, do I pay him? How much were they worth? All these things, right? So I'll talk to him about how much insurance we want to put on those, or we'll figure out what the right amount is. But I'm definitely going to insure it because it protects me too, right? It's just, if something gets lost, I don't need the hassle. Makes it so much easier on me. Hopefully it doesn't get lost. I don't normally have problems with that. Matt Chapman for Oakland. Portraits Baez again. 3 packs. Well, Jason, we're going to try and continue this Acuna fire next week in Bowman. So feel free to go back to my eBay store and check out what I have listed right now for Bowman. There's a DeGrom for New York. Jersey Kings, the only one in the whole case. For New York, DeGrom. Nice. And then we got Alex Bregman, Houston, Gallery of Stars. I think that's the first one. So we should have an auto coming out of this still. Chris Bryant for Chicago. And Larry Walker for Montreal. This pack should have an autograph in it, unless I miscounted somewhere. Hopefully it's to 25 or less so we can give away something else to someone. It is Baruki for Toronto. And it is not numbered. Ryan Baruki for Toronto. Congrats, Toronto. And then the last insert is Randy Johnson from Montreal. And that does it for this break. So we will set these aside. I'm not going to try and grab all those at once. And then we'll go through the hits. I'm not going to go through inserts or any of that stuff. We'll just go through these hits really quickly. All right, so we have, well, I'll sleeve them in a minute. So we have Ryan Baruki, auto. We just did that one. We're going to go pretty much backwards from where we started. DeGrom, Jersey Kings for New York. Then we have this dual jersey auto, Jake Bowers for Cleveland. And then a Kyle Tucker sick patch to 49 for Houston. It's going to be a 180. And then Luis Ortiz for Baltimore. Jersey auto. We've got a Willie Adames. Is it Adames? I believe that's how it is. Tampa Bay auto to 99. Then Michael Brantley for Cleveland to 49. There's supposed to be patches. They look like jerseys. It's supposed to be a patch, though, I think. Ryan O'Hearn to 99. Beautiful patch. That's for Kansas City. Last one was Cleveland. We have this Shohei Ohtani downtown. I don't know the rarity of the downtowns. My memory's horrible, and I'd have to look it up, but I think those are fairly rare. I think that's a good hit. Vladdy Guerrero Jr. And before I handle this one anymore, I'm going to put it away. That one is not numbered, but it's a Vladdy Guerrero Jr. jersey auto. For Toronto. And then we have for San Diego, Fernando Tatis Jr. auto, not numbered. Garrett Hampson for Colorado to 49. Beautiful, beautiful. Who has Colorado? Nobody has Colorado, right? Sweet, because I want to keep that. I'm a little greedy sometimes. I want to keep that card, and so I'm kind of glad no one bought that team. Washington, we have Victor Robles /99 autograph. The one Bat Kings, Willie Stargell out of the case. Not numbered, but beautiful. Beautiful bat for Pittsburgh. Then we have autograph Jeff McNeil for New York /99. Fernando Tatis Jr. jersey this time to go with your autograph for San Diego. Then /25, Daniel Ponce de Leon for St. Louis. Another beautiful patch. I love that patch. And then we have Pedro Martinez flashback. I'm like, why is this in here? It's 25 out of 25 for Los Angeles. Diamond Deco, I think that was the only one in here, for San Francisco, Buster Posey. Jacob Nix for San Diego, jersey auto. Close to the end here. Chance Adams for New York, jersey auto. Luis Urias for San Diego, number /49. Beautiful patch. San Diego got a few hits out of here. I mean, not the Acuñas, but Sean Reed Foley for Toronto. Toronto got a couple as well. And finally, Michael Kopech for Chicago. This is what we started the case with in the second pack, I think. Okay, that's it. So, final reminder. We are CW Breaks, by we I mean me. CW Breaks on Twitter. If you go to eBay/str/CW Breaks, you'll find all the cards and packs and boxes and breaks that are up for auction right now. And then we've got, speaking of those, we've got 2019 Bowman. Those are all paid for and should be shipped out pretty soon to me, so we'll be able to break them pretty quickly. And then, what was the last thing? Oh, two more things. Facebook. I have a kind of new presence on Facebook, so search for Card Warehouse and help out by liking that page. That'll help me a lot. And then on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe there because I'm giving away packs on YouTube as well. In the first 100 subscribers, I'm going to pick some of those people and send out some packs. And also please like and share the videos and subscribe and all that because that helps me out. So the next break that we're doing, I'm probably doing a mail day early next week, and then the next break we're going to do is Thursday next week for 2019 Bowman, unless they get here earlier, and they probably will get here on Wednesday. And so I'll do my personal box of that first, and then we'll do the break in the evening. So get in on that break and watch for that to happen soon. I will catch you guys later. If you, let's see, whoever had the Braves, was that Nathan? Nathan, please send me a message on eBay and remind me that I need to send you some extra stuff with your Braves, with your guests, with your cards that I'm sending out. And I'll make sure and send that stuff out. And then I'll reach out about insurance on this as well. All right. Talk to you guys next week.